Hi guys! Today I wanted to do a more sit-down, chatty video on project panning, what I've learned, and my thoughts on the community. I have seen a lot of project panners do a video similar to this, and it has really inspired me to speak from my knowledge and what I have learned. This is not going to be like a tips video on how to project pan. If you guys want that, let me know. I would be happy to do that. I did do a top 10 tips on decluttering your makeup, and that was really fun, but this is just going to be more of a chatty video. I have some talking points that I want to get through, and yeah, let's just get right on into it. And if you've missed any project pan videos, I do a lot of project pans, so if you're new to my channel, I will link some down below. So I just first wanted to start off by saying that project panning has completely changed how I view makeup and how I buy makeup. Before I started project panning, I was constantly buying new things. Every single time I walked out of my house, I bought new makeup. I would go right to the drugstore and I would buy new things. I would never even use what I was buying. I would just buy new. I always wanted what was new. I always wanted more. I was subscribed to all the big YouTubers and I wanted to watch all the haul videos. And then I tried to do one project pan in 2016. It is still on my channel, but it failed. I only did one update and then I never did it again. This year, I revamped my channel in the beginning of the year and I changed it completely from consumerism to minimalism. So now really, except for a couple conscious spending hauls, all you see on my channel is declutters, project pans, makeup baskets, that sort of thing. I have really bad anxiety, and what project panning means to me is a way to not have that anxiety anymore, because my collection used to be massive and I owned a lot of things that I did not want to have, and I would look at my collection and get anxious. My stomach would hurt. I would go to sleep every night thinking about products I wanted. It was never enough. And it was disgusting. I hated it. I hated feeling like that. I just didn't want to feel like that anymore. And once I started dating my boyfriend, I kind of stopped thinking about makeup for a while. And then when I started to get back into it, I started decluttering, and soon after that is when I revamped my channel. I took a break from YouTube for a while, for a couple months, to really, think things through, think what I wanted to do, and now I am so happy. I have gained a lot of subscribers from this community. I love this community. I have unsubscribed to most of the big YouTubers that I watch, and I am now watching smaller YouTubers just like me who do project pan videos, and it's amazing. I don't really purchase makeup anymore. I have purchased a couple new things, but it's always if I really need something for my collection or I've done a lot of research. My collection has downsized so much. I do want to do a makeup inventory very, very soon. And I've also learned what I don't need to buy. I don't need to buy lip glosses because I don't like lip gloss. I don't need to buy eyeliner because I only have one eyeliner that I like. I don't need to buy blush and bronzer because I already own like 8 blushes, and I only need one bronzer at a time because they're not that different. And I've also learned how long it takes to go through things. It takes so long to go through things, and it makes me think, like, when I purchase anything, I think to myself, how long will it take me to go through this? Do I want to end up going through this? Because when I purchase something, I think to myself, this will probably end up in a project pan. Will that make me happy? Will I be happy using this every single day for months at a time until I use it up down the road? Or is this something that I want right now, but I don't think I'll like enough to use on a regular basis? It's also so much easier to declutter things once you start project panning, because if you're not project panning, it's so easy to say, oh, well, I don't use this now and I don't like it right now, but I'll like it in the future. But when you're project panning and you try to use something every single day and you realize you hate it, you're not in the mindset of, oh, maybe I'll like this later. You're in the mindset of, I never want to freaking project pan this ever again, so let's get it the hell out of my collection. And it kind of started like that, and now it's just so much easier for me to recognize what products I like and what products I don't, and it's easier to declutter and not feel guilty and stuff like that. It can start to feel like a burden. When I first started project panning, I was like, oh my god, I'm never going to be able to use up all these products. I'm never going to be able to use up all the blushes in my collection. I'll never be able to hit pan on all the eyeshadows in my collection, and that's true. Some things I won't ever be able to use up. I'll have to declutter once they start to get old. But what I found is doing weekly makeup baskets has helped so much. I don't feel like I have a burden because I do weekly makeup baskets, and I only do usually one project pan at a time. So I give myself leeway to use things that I like, and you know, project panning, it shouldn't feel like a burden. It should feel fun, and it should feel exciting and inspiring and get you to look at your products differently and look at makeup differently as a whole, and that's what I love about project panning so much. At first, it was stressful because I had a bigger collection. And it was like, okay, do I want to focus on these products and neglect everything else, or do I want to rotate things? Now it is much easier. I have a much smaller collection. I downsized my storage. I just have so much less. And it's so much easier to say, okay, I'm comfortable using this every day for 2 months because I only have 6 of this product, and that's okay with me. And that leads me to my next point. I have a bit of a rant. And I know that the Project Pan community started off with, you know, small YouTubers with small collections, and it has grown to some pretty big YouTubers doing Project Pan videos, and they have like the Alex 9 drawers, and they'll have like 100 blushes, and they're like, oh well, I want to use up this one blush in my collection. I wish that more people were saying, you know what, Project Panning is not for everybody. And if you have 100 blushes in your collection, I personally, you can disagree, and if you disagree, please, I would love to have a discussion down in the comments, but I believe if you have that many products in your collection, project panning is actually doing more harm than good because you're neglecting things in your collection that will expire. I think that if you have 100 lipsticks, using one lipstick for 3 months is not good because you're probably letting 20 lipsticks go bad. I own, I don't know, 12 lip products, and even for me sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I'm neglecting the other things in my collection. I think that people need to be exposed to the idea of decluttering. I know that a lot of people, and I did this too, I think most people do this, their first project pan, they pick things that they don't like. Instead of just decluttering them, they're like, oh well, I'll use them up, and it always fails and it never goes well. And I just think that more people need to, you know, if they want to project pan, they should declutter their collection, rotate with makeup baskets, and then see what are the things that I can use up. I don't know, I feel like it frustrates me when I see these beauty gurus with 300,000 subscribers and they're like, oh, check out my project pan. It's like, why are you doing that? Are you doing that because it's the next best thing to do, or are you doing it because you want to have a more minimalistic view? Now, I'm not saying everyone who project pans has to be a minimalist. I know that Elle is not, and she does so many project pans. She doesn't watch my channel, but a lot of people watch her, probably know what I'm talking about. But I don't know. I feel like with big YouTubers who do it, I don't like that. I question where their motives are coming from. I question, why are you doing this? Why are you in this community? And I could be totally wrong. Maybe they really do like the idea, but I don't know. That's my little rant about that. Just in general, project panning has given my YouTube channel a focus. I used to want to be a beauty guru with 1 million subscribers, and I would do makeup tutorials, and I basically would try to see what video was popular right now. Like I did a trying Italian candy video that got like 8,000 views or something, and stuff like that. I wanted to do stuff that would get me views, and I cared so much about subscribers. It was all about subscribers and views, and my channel really didn't grow that fast, and people didn't really seem to be consistently watching it. And now that is totally different. I view my channel totally different. I have been gaining a lot of subscribers since I started project panning, and it motivates me. Every single time I'm like, oh, I don't feel like uploading a video this week. I'm like, no, I'm gaining and I'm a part of this community. I love being a part of something. I love that I can do collabs with other ladies and I watch the same people do project pans for the whole year, and I love feeling like this is a community and I know that my videos are getting around and I know that I'm watching other people, and it's just like everyone is watching everybody. And I know that there are so many people who complain now, like, oh, too many people are in the community. I think that's selfish. I think that it's great. The community should grow as long as your intentions are correct. And that's why I say with the big beauty gurus, I don't know where their intentions are, but if you have the right intentions and you want to do a project pan, I wish everyone on the whole planet would do project pans. I love this new way of thinking. I love that YouTube isn't telling me, buy this, buy this, buy this, spend your money, do this, you must have more. I love that it's, you know what, let's use what we have, let's take it down a notch, let's slow down. I love it so much. I just can't tell you guys how much this has really changed my life. And I talk with my friends and my boyfriend, I talk about it all the time because it's so exciting and it just gives me so much motivation. It's constant motivation to film, to upload, and also I never feel like I'm not inspired. Like before, sometimes I would sit down and I would be like, what do I film? I have nothing to film. And you know, I would film kind of like filler videos, like I would do like, I don't know, like makeup tutorials or favorites. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with favorites. I know Jacqueline does favorites and I freaking love her favorites videos. They're so good. But for me personally, those favorites didn't mean anything to me. They were just filler videos where basically I would talk about any new product I got and I would be like, I love it, even if I didn't. And I just love that I have a central focus for my channel. I love that it's not hard for me to think of new things to film. Every single time I sit down to film, I have at least 2 to 3 videos. I filmed 3 videos today, and I have been doing a couple more talking videos. I definitely want to do more, like if you guys want to see that top 10 tips for project panning. Even if you don't, I probably will film that anyway, but my channel now is basically declutters, project pans, empties, makeup baskets, and a couple other things that I can't think of, but that's the majority of my channel, and I love it. I just love this community. I love what it's done for my mental health. I no longer look at my collection and have stomach cramps. I no longer go to sleep sick to my stomach because of things I want. In fact, I cannot remember the last time I was like up thinking about something I want. It was probably the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. I do own that. It's freaking amazing. I'm wearing it today. Look at that glow. But that was months ago, and besides that one thing, I just appreciate what I have, and it's so amazing. I don't think there is any better feeling than being content with what you already have and not wanting anything more. And I know that probably sounds so stupid, but it's true with all aspects of my life. It's true with who I hang out with, who I spend most of my time with. It's true with what I do in my free time. It's true with my makeup. It's true with my jewelry. I feel like makeup was where that all started, and it seeped into all the other aspects of my life. I used to constantly say, oh, you're not good enough, you're not spending your time right, why do you spend so much time on YouTube? You should be practicing your guitar more, you should be more famous on the internet, you should do all this stuff, you should have more friends, you should just all this crap that made me feel so worthless. And I don't know, I feel like most people think, oh, well, it's just makeup and it's just project panning, but it's not, because it's your life, and you start realizing, you know what, in every aspect of my life, I'm going to appreciate what I already have. And I just think that's amazing. I think that it has changed my life, it truly has, and I'm so thankful for everyone in the project panning community for helping me discover this. I never ever think, oh, I want to be a beauty guru with 10 million subscribers. You know, now when I post videos, I think, oh, I hope that, you know, the project panning community will watch this video. I hope that people will encourage me to keep going. I hope I'll get one comment saying, you did a good job. And most of those comments come from Heather. We're doing a collab, and I love Heather. I don't know if you're watching this, Heather, but if you are, every single time I see a comment from you, I just get so happy because I'll link her channel down below. Please go subscribe to her if you're still watching. I feel like this video is really long. But she always leaves, she left me this comment once and it was like, so much pan, you're the panning queen. And I was like, me? Oh my god, it made me so happy and it's so stupid. Look how much I'm smiling. Just these things, this community has made me so happy. I'm gonna stop talking. I've been talking for so long, but please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. If you guys have any other like talking videos, if you want to see the project panning like top 10 tips video, I love to talk clearly because I've been talking for way too long. But yeah, okay, I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.